The BoDeans were riding a wave of hype. Time magazine had really pushed them, and when they appeared at the Phantasy on May 12, 1988, the show got bumped from the nightclub to the theater. And a week later, Judy Black, the scene reviewer, she noted that it was a great thing because the club would have been too packed and uncomfortable, and that place got hot, as everyone remembers. And the theater was more than half full, and she said it all will do is result in the band playing a bigger place next time through. And that came true at the Empire. You can hear the radio broadcast. I have that posted in another upload. This interview by Tom Common aired on the local access cable show Alternative Beat sometime after the May 12, 1988 show at the Phantasy where it was recorded. Cool little interview. Best is the comparison of their producers, Jerry Harrison and T-Bone Burnett. Won't ruin the story.
What do we say now?
We're the BoDeans.
We're the BoDeans.
And you're watching.
You're watching.
Alternate Beat. Good. It's starting. I'm titled Outside Looking In on Warner Brothers Records. With me today at the Fantasy Theater in Cleveland is Sammy and BoDean. Welcome to Cleveland, gentlemen.
Thank you.
So this album is produced by Jerry Harrison, correct?
Yeah.
How did you like working with Jerry?
It's all right.
It was all right.
Jerry wasn't a producer we really went after, but he was someone who was very enthusiastic for the project, so he's someone we just kind of tried things with, and it went real quick because we had all the material written and arranged. All we had to do was get in and just record.
The first album was produced by T-Bone Burnett. Was there a big difference between the two producers? Did it affect you anyway in the studio?
Yeah, when there was like a problem in the studio, Jerry would we'd stay there and we'd work it out. When there was a problem with T-Bone, we'd go have a shot of whiskey or something like that.
Now, a while back, you started doing double lead vocals, which not many bands really do these days. They just maybe go with harmonies a lot, but they don't do the double lead. Do you enjoy doing that?
Well, we feel that that's what, that's really the essence of the BoDeans sound. I don't think there's anybody who could duplicate that, no matter how they try. So that's like, our thing.
Are we taking a new direction here with the sound?
Oh, I don't know about new directions. Sam and I just write the songs and try and make them sound the best we can. We don't think much about let's move in this direction or that direction. We pretty much try to just write the songs and play them as best we can. They just come out.
The two records are very different in sound because we didn't, we wanted to make a completely different record from the first one. Why make the first record again? That's not any good for anybody. So we wanted to represent sort of a tougher guitar sound on the second record that we had live but didn't really represent on the first record. So that's pretty much what.
How are you dealing with this 8 months on the road?
It's for the most part it's been great. They're just, you get the stretches where you get sick and you just you're either sick physically or sick mentally, or just all right, here we go again.
The thing about touring that's weird is you go through all these daily things of just problems or traveling in hotel rooms and everything. It seems miserable, but then when you walk into the show and there's a fresh audience waiting to hear your songs, it kind of revitalizes you and it gets you going into the next day. At least that's how it does for me.
It's just little things like laundry. Your clothes are always smelly or dirty or just wrinkled.
That's not the laundry girl over there.
You just long for a set of clothes that hasn't been trashed.
How did you like working on the videos?
They're a lot of fun to make. I think they're stupid. I don't think they're really much good except to expose yourself to people who probably otherwise wouldn't see you. So they're valuable in that regard. But as far as artistic statements, I don't think they're really worth that much. Because music to me has always been something that's, very personal. In the sense that, everyone in this room, including these people who are over there, wherever they are, they could all hear the same song, and I think everybody would get something different from it. And different images would conjure up in their head. You know, but if it's right there on the screen, you know, that's taken away from you.
Yeah, it's the same way. It's kind of raped people's own images of music, and it's kind of built up these pop stars who some people feel have something to do with rock and roll, where, you know, to us rock and roll was always something live and something that an audience was part of. In this day and age of videos, you just are losing some of that, you know. I don't think that's good.
Would you like to have creative input on your videos, if you had that choice, or do you have that choice?
We have, you know, we've made several, but all we seem to do is kind of just stand there and go through the motions of the song. I would much rather just have people come and see us in the town. And, that's why we tour so much, and give people the chance to see us.
I'd rather have it be a total performance video or not be in it at all.
I love your brooch.
Got this in Nashville. I don't know, I found this jacket. Somebody left it behind at the club. So, this was like a broadcast in Nashville. Too bad. I got your jacket. I needed one.
You didn't have a lost and found? Come on.
No, it was just sort of there, and I asked, is this anybody's, and no one said anything, so I said I needed it, so they let me have it.
Well, great. You've got a new jacket, and we're in the middle of the tour, new album sometime. These are the BoDeans.
It's dumb.
We're out of here.